Hi, how are you doing? In this video, we're going to explain how to create online surveys using Google Form. Before starting, we need to know what is a survey. A survey is a way of collecting information about certain topic using the technique of questioning. I'm asking people about their opinion in a certain topic. You will be asked, for example, to rate a certain service in a hotel, for example, after having your vacation, or in a restaurant you need to answer some question after having your meal to rate the service in the restaurant and so on. So it's a way for collecting information. Here we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 four examples for online surveys created by Google Form. The first one is event registration. Here we have the title of the survey or the form. Then we're having a description, the starting date of the event address, contact us, how to contact the company. Then you need to enter your name, your email, the organization you're working for. Here we're having a question that has those checkboxes. Using the checkboxes, you need to, or you may select more than one option. What days will you attend? I'm gonna attend like 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, so I can select them all. Or we can use those circles, and the circles here meaning you can select only one option. Okay, those circles are called the radio buttons, and those squares are called the checkboxes. Finally, I understand that I will have to pay upon arrival, so you need to tick yes. Finally, we're having a question to confirm that you know that you have to pay money, so I understand that I will have to pay. When you tick yes and submit, you're confirming that you know the condition. Having that red asterisk here, this one meaning the question is required and the user has to answer that question. Here we need to collect information, mainly personal information. That's why the title of the form is contact information. So here we have the name, the email, the address, the phone number, and if you wish to add any comments, you can add it here. Then click submit. Then we're having a different example for surveys or online Google Forms, which is party invitation. If you wish to send an invitation to anyone and you need to know who can attend or who cannot attend. So here we're having the title, party invite. Someone is inviting you to attend his birthday, and what's written here is not written in English. I took those samples from Google Form templates. What is your name? Can you attend? Yes or no? As long as we're having only 2 options, we used the circles or the radio buttons. How many of you are attending? If you are a family, so how many of them will attend? What will you are bringing? Let us know what kind of dishes you will be preparing. So you may tick more than one option, or you may select more than one option. That's why we used the the checkboxes option. Here in the other, you may tick and use or type whatever option you need if the option you're going to bring is not included in the choices above. Finally, do you have any allergy or problems with the food? Please let us know. What is your email address and submit. The last example will be event reservation, or you're inviting other people to come to your event. The same idea of the party. You're giving the event details, the address, how to contact us, then can you attend, yes or no, what are the names of people attending, how did you hear about this event, from website, friends, Facebook, and so on. I guess you saw that in many websites. How did you know about us? Or would you recommend us to your friends? Yes or no? Here we have comments or questions. So we had like 4 examples for online surveys, and I guess now you know that surveys are mainly for collecting information, okay? You need to ask people anything, even if you're doing a research in a certain topic and you need to collect information from people about that research, okay? Now we're going to create our own survey using Google Form. So sign in to your Gmail account, then from Google Apps here, click Drive, then from New we're going to create new Google Form. Click here for Google Form. Step number 1 will be renaming our form with the new title. From here it will be Let Me Know. So this is the title of our form. Then if we need to add like a description for our form, it could be added from here. For example, I will ask you. Okay, here we have our description. I will ask you some questions to know more about you. We may add like a photo or an image that will represent the title or the topic of the survey. So from here, add image. I already downloaded one from Google Images. So from here, upload. I will browse and then upload mine. Okay, it's here. So it will be uploaded here. There is no need for adding a title. It's not mandatory. And by the way, there is no need for saving. That's why there is no button for saving. It's auto save, so all changes saved in the drive. And to preview, what did we do? Click here. Here we're having our title, the description, and the photo we just added. Click here to get back to the edits. From here we're gonna add our first question. What's your name? My first question will be, what is your name? And the answer will be a short answer. If you need to change the type of the answer or change the way of responding to your question, from the drop down menu here we're having different types: short answer, a paragraph, multiple choice. And multiple choice here mean you're gonna select only one option, as we said, using already button, the circle. And here we have checkboxes for more than one selection. If you may if you would like to have like a drop down menu with different answers, and the user will select one of them, or he may attach a file, so you will activate the file upload so he can attach any document to the survey or to the form. Okay, so we're gonna keep it short answer. I'm going to activate the required, so the user have to enter his name. This question will be mandatory. He need to answer this question. To add the second one, we're going to click the plus sign here to add a new question. The new one will be gender. Okay. By default, Google will change the type of responding to be multiple choice, so we can select only one option. Here we have male and female. Okay, so the user can select between those two options, and this one will be required as well. Okay, we may add email to enter your email, or the user or whoever will answer the survey will enter his email. This one is mandatory, and this one will be mandatory as well, required, and the email will be a short answer. Question number 4 will be, what is your favorite hobby? So we may change short answer to be check boxes. Okay, and we can allow the user to select 1 or 2 or 3 hobbies and so on. The first one will be football. The second one will be basketball. Now we added our hobbies, football, basketball, swimming, tennis, and we may add dancing, cooking, and so on. As long as we are selecting checkboxes, we'll allow the user to select more than one option. So what if the user doesn't have any of those options? We may activate the other option, so he can tick the other and he can type his own favorite hobby. Let's see, what do we have here by clicking preview. Okay, here we're having the title, the photo. You need to enter your name, gender, email, and you can select more than one option or other and add like cooking. Okay, and then submit. We're gonna move back to the designing. The coming question will be, what is your favorite subject? Question number 5 will be, what is your favorite subject? And here I activated the checkboxes option for the user responses, and I added the options here: computer, English, science, and French. Finally, we're gonna have like a small paragraph where user will talk more about himself and say what are the most 3 powerful skills in his personality. So I'm gonna add the last question from here and type in my question. I'm done with adding my question. What are the most 3 powerful skills in your personality? And the responses will be as a paragraph. Okay, now we are done with typing the questions and designing our form. When we click preview here to see how the users will see our form, here we're having the title and so on. So how will we collect the responses, or when users will answer the survey, where are the answers, or how do we collect the answers? Close here and move back to the design. Here we have the word responses. Okay, so click here. we're going to create a spreadsheet. That spreadsheet or an online Excel sheet will contain all the user responses. They will be organized in the columns of the Excel, where we can see the name of the user, the answers of each question. So from here, create a new spreadsheet. If we already having an existing sheet, we may add the responses to that existing sheet, but we don't have. That's why we're going to create a new one and create. Now we're done with how to collect the responses, and we're going to answer the survey to see our answers. My name is Fatma. Okay, Omar. My gender as a female, and my email as computer. Then my favorite hobby is swimming, and what is my favorite subject? It's computer, definitely. And I'm going to type my personality skills later on and submit. From here, we're having one response, and when we click here to open the form, we're having the answers here: the date and time, the name, gender, email, and so on. Finally, we're going to learn how to share our survey with users. From send, click here. Actually, we're having three options for sharing the form: via email, or to copy the link, or to embed the link. Via email, you're going to type the emails of the users here to send an invitation for filling out the form. The subject of the form will be "Let me know more about you." The message of the email, or the message, will be written in the body of the mail. I have invited you to fill out a form. You may include the form itself inside the mail. If you click here and click send, now we sent an invitation to ICT teacher to fill out our form. Second option from here, to copy the link and send that link via any platform such as Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and so on. If you click here, you're gonna have a short link finally, and you can copy the link by clicking copy and then paste in any platform. From here, you may embed the form itself if you're having a website and you need to have the form inside that website. So you're gonna copy the link we're having here, the HTML we're having here, and add it to the website code, so the form will be inside the website. So what if I need to share my form or my survey with one of my colleagues? We are working on the same project, and I need to give him the permission to be able to edit in the question form, change anything, even view the response sheet. What should I do? From send. From here, I'm gonna add collaborators. Once we click on adding collaborators, we're having the same sharing window. Do you remember this one? We had it while we were sharing the Google document with others. The same, we're having two options to change the setting, the sharing option. Here we have anyone with the link, copy, and we can send this link to anyone, and his permission will be editor. Okay, and done. Or it could be restricted to certain people we're gonna add. So from here, I'm gonna add my other email and send. So ICT teacher will be able to edit in my form. Okay, it's different than sharing the form for users to fill out the survey. This time ICT teacher will be able to edit the questions of the form, and that's what you will do in sharing the homework and the project with me. You're going to share or to collaborate your form with me and make sure that the editing is allowed. Okay, actually we're having only the editing option, so make sure to type in my email, and this time you're gonna use this one, computerghis@gmail, and type it here. Definitely I'm not gonna share the same form with me. I'm creating the form using computer teacher, so I cannot share the form again with me, the owner. So type my email here and click send. So I'm gonna receive an email, okay, to edit the form. Okay, so I can be able to check the responses, edit the form, and so on. Now I'm going to open my other email, ICT teacher, to show you how the invitation of filling out the form were sent. Okay, from here, this is the invitation, and by scrolling down we're having the form inside the email. Fill out the form and click submit. This is the invitation for filling out the form. The other one here, an invitation to edit, open in form. So now I'm having the same screen as computer GHIS, and I can edit my form. Okay, for your homework you're going to create the same form we had here in the video. Let me know more about you. The main 3 questions will be what's your name, gender, and email. For the rest of the questions, feel free to change them as you like, but make sure one of the responses should be checkboxes and the other one will be a paragraph. Thank you so much.